Now let's go back though to the beginnings with Baltimore, because you thought that you were going to be drafted by the Arizona Cardinals, and you were picked, of course, in the first round, but you thought that you would be the third pick and not the fourth in the first round.
Well, you know, all the experts, the Mel Kipers of the world, at the time were saying Arizona Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals. And my agent at the time was saying the exact same thing. The night before the draft, we were talking to the Arizona Cardinals. And a funny story, Jim Fossil, who was the offensive coordinator at the time for the Arizona Cardinals, who also came to Baltimore and lives here as a neighbor of mine, he was telling me a story about that draft. He was saying that the night before the draft, they were all set to pick me, and then all of a sudden he got a call around midnight saying they were going with Simeon Rice, and he got irritated and that he wanted me badly. So I didn't know all this at the time, obviously. So we're in the green room in New York City. First pick goes off Keyshawn Johnson. Okay, fine. Second pick, Kevin Hardy. We expect that. Third pick is supposed to be me. So we're in the green room, the phone rings, the guy picks up and answers the phone. So I'm about ready to get up, and he's like, Simeon Rice. So I'm like, let me sit back down, okay. So I was like, okay, I guess there is a lot of things that happen in the draft like they say. And so then I was looking at the next team on the clock, and it was Baltimore, and I took a trip to Baltimore. It was more out of courtesy at the time because I was on the East Coast to see the Jets, who had the first pick, and the Giants, who were the fifth pick. And I came down to Baltimore to visit them because I was here. But they had a solid offensive line at the time. So when they called my name and Ozzie, you know, I picked up the phone and he was like, it was Ozzie Newsome, you ready to be a Baltimore Raven? I was a little shocked because we had no real understanding who the Ravens were. They gave me a hat that with black letters, with white letters and a black jacket that said Baltimore Ravens. There was no emblem, no anything. But at the time, I was excited just being in the NFL. It didn't really matter.